Hello guys. In the last tutorial, this is Mike from McProgramming.org, by the way. In the last tutorial, we printed out to the screen the string that said "Hello World," and I still have that down here. I haven't. I guess to show you how to exit out of these, um, you can do that, and it says no consoles to display at this time. A few key things. I said I would go into the string and tell you what the string class is all about. I'm probably going to wait about 2 or 3 tutorials and go over comments and go over what variables are first, because one variable is a character and a string is an array of characters, so it would be best to hit the variables first. But for this one, I'm going to show you a quick tutorial on comments, something that a lot of beginners hate, but once you get into the bigger projects, it's very important that you know how to comment your work. And let me show you. Create a class. If the folder that didn't pop up that you wanted to, right now I'm trying to do Java 05 comments, just hit browse, and there we go, and you want to hit source, and it'll load it for you. Right here we're just going to say comments as the class name, or the folder name, and oh no, that's class name, I'm sorry, and just hit finish. And we are going to want to make another main method, so remember this: public static void main capital string and brackets, which means an array, string array, and args, and open up curly brackets right here, and we can do everything within this code block. So right now, let's do another printout statement. System.println. Let's say this is a comment test. It really doesn't matter what you type in there. For any of this stuff, actually, within all of my tutorials, please type in whatever you want. Don't just follow me word for word, because you're not really learning how things work if you're not playing with the code. But comments, anyways, are a way of writing things on here without. If I wanted to say what I was doing right here, let's, for instance, say this is to print out a string. This right here is saying what I'm doing, and look at all the errors you get. You can't run this file. If I tried to run it, let's see what happens. You should get errors exist. Even if you proceed, there should be a bunch of red errors down here. Bam. There's a lot of problems with this. This does not pass the syntax test. So what you want to do to have these words not be read by the machine is 2 backslashes, and see how it turns green? The Java compiler will not read this, and will not read this. It will only read this. But this is a great idea for if you have to redo any of your coding later on, and you forgot maybe what some complex algorithm or some other, you forgot what you were thinking at the time when you were making something. Commenting a lot of your code helps to jar your memory and get you to where you need to be to fix something, especially if you're working in the workplace, and a lot of times you may have to go through code that someone else wrote, and pray to God that they commented the code right. So that is just commenting the string. You can also comment right after this and just say comment. There's other ways of commenting. You can do, if I didn't want this system.printout line, I could do a \* and I'll hit enter and it'll finish for you. But let's just say there's a huge block of code in here that I didn't want. Let's just do copy paste. So this can do multi-lines without having to do the 2 slashes for a bunch of lines in a row. You can take out a big block of code with this and it will comment it out. Just make sure when you delete one of them that you delete all of them, because now there's an error because this doesn't reach an ending point comment, so it comments out the rest of the code. So you're going to want to do that. And a lot of times people will comment their author name and what the class is all about at the top. Some common ones are do it like this, and you can type in my name is Mike. Let's say this is a class on comments, and right here you can close that if you want while you're typing the rest of your code so it doesn't take up a bunch of lines. But that's pretty much what comments are. They help out a lot, and please get used to doing them. Another thing, see how these brackets can get a little confusing of what closes what. Sometimes it's a good practice to do comment and then just write main, and that lets you know that this is ending the main method. This is ending class comments. So there you go. If you have any problems with this, please leave a comment at the YouTube site and I will do my best to answer. Thank you all very much for watching. Please subscribe. In the next tutorial, I'm going to get into the variables, so please watch that video too. Thank you all very much. Have a good one.